I can. I want to share more about your experience and more about where you are. And I think a good place to start with is to understand more about where were you when we got started on our journey. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, Elika. I worked with you on the concierge program for 2 seasons. I'll call it my 2 seasons. The first season was when I was still working so hard in my corporate job.
Yes.
And I wasn't feeling the best of my health. So I was looking for someone who can guide me in both my health area as well as the nutrition part.
Yes.
And yeah, that's how I got started. And I remember how we worked together. And at that time, I was also transiting out of my corporate job. I wasn't very sure of where I want to embark. And yeah, the second season when I work with you, that's where I get more clarity. Once my health and things are more settled and sustainable, then now I'm working on my own business as being self-employed.
Beautiful. So can you share then what was going on for you in that moments of your life? So you mentioned a bit about, getting your health more sorted. You also talked about working really hard in your previous job. Can you share about what was exactly going on for you in your life around those times?
At that time, as a busy professional, I was juggling between my family as well as my own professional work, my career. And at that time, I wasn't very mindful or conscious about where my energy was drained in. Some days I will feel energized. Some days I just don't understand why. And through your program, I become more conscious about my thoughts, where my energy goes, right? My thoughts, the things that I eat, my relationship, people whom I surround myself with, and also my body, my biological cycle, and everything else. And what you touch on, which I overlooked, is the ancient wisdom that our ancestors have passed on for so many years, thousands of years, and I forgot about that. So yeah, that was an aha moment for me.
Yeah. And if you could think back to the beginning, what was it that led you to make the decision to start working together?
The decision was not difficult. In fact, it was easy for me to say yes to. I feel at that time I was already ready and looking for someone. And there's always a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears.
I love that one. I see it so many times.
Yeah, so many times, right? So this is exactly what happened. And I just need to respond yes to it. Yeah, and to be honest, I also looked at other nutritionists or coaches. What worked for me was about understanding your story and your sharing, your insights. It just got me thinking, to reflect what's important to me at that time. And yeah, so decision to work with you, Elika, wasn't very hard.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I received that voice. And so my framework, right? My framework, the energy reset recipe. So we have those 4 pillars: nutrition, movement, purpose and relationships, and the mind and self-care. When you think about those 4 pillars that we've worked through, what were some of the things that happened for you in those 4 pillars?
I would say the human design is the most valuable insights for me. Instead of getting like feedback from my experiences, like, oh, I think I'm this kind of personality, or this is my character, and my success is like a hit or miss. By understanding the human design, I work around my strength.
Yes.
And yeah, and able to tell where are my blind spot and who are the people who can support me. And that is a very, very big insight for me.
Yeah, I loved working with you on your human design, because I think just being able to show you from a marketing perspective as well, like these are the audience, these are the people that you're targeting, these are the people that can support that. This is where you need to go to find them. I think for you, that was something that can really help you to not waste energy by just doing what everybody does with marketing, a generic plan. It's not really personalized to your character, your personality, what you enjoy doing. Because I know a lot of people have a lot of scary thoughts about marketing and how they want to do it, selling and how they want to sell. And I think your design was really good at really showing your unique way of assessing everything, including your videos.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, resetting as well. Yeah, resetting myself.
Yeah, beautiful. So what would you say then to someone that is where you were at the beginning? What would you say to them?
I would say if you are hesitating because you are not sure, Elika will always say, put your hand on your heart, on your chest, just feel. How does that feel? If it feels like yes, your heart is saying yes, then go for it.
Beautiful. And that, oh my God, I like talking my voice, talking my language already, the language of the heart. Absolutely, I would say that.
Yes.
And so, you know, some of the biggest feedbacks that I get in that conversation initially with ambitious business leaders and entrepreneurs, because they tend to be very resourceful, they tend to be very driven, but they give so much to everyone, their time, their resources, everything. And so when it comes to investing in themselves, they do find it difficult. And so I get the objection, I suppose, a lot around finance or time to invest in themselves. What would you say to somebody that is considering working with me and being on the Health Concierge program and having that trusted advisor to help them get success personally and professionally, but they're nervous about making an investment either financially or time-wise on themselves?
I would say, think about it. If I were still back where I was and I didn't make that decision to work with you, Elika, or anybody else, I'll probably today I'm still at that spot. Maybe I'm forward by 10 steps, but now I'm being lipped. I lipped quantum leap. So much. Yeah, quantum leap. I would say it's much more than 10 steps ahead. I'm so much ahead now. And it prepares me to be more focused, knowing where my energy flows. And yeah, it just fast track. I would say don't hesitate. You can hesitate, don't hesitate too long. Listen to your heart and then go for it. Because every emotions is validated, right? It's valid. Yeah.
Every emotion is valid.